Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury, and welcome to my channel. It's my daily vlog, so whatever I happen to be up to is what you're gonna see here. And today, I'm back in New York City, and I came to the American Museum of Natural History. I haven't been here in so long. I'm so excited to come back. We're gonna go visit my nemesis, the blue whale. I will tell you the story of the blue whale once we get there. But in addition to the blue whale, they also have a gemstone and mineral exhibit going on. So lots of shiny, twinkly things. Let's go inside and check it out. So I'm gonna stand here with my elephant friends here and go over some of the changes that have happened with COVID and the museum's rules and policies. Number one, masks. You gotta wear them. Everyone has to wear a mask. And if you're 12 or older, you have to show proof of vaccine. In New York City, it's required by law. So they're accepting either the CDC card. If you got your vaccine in New York, you can use the New York State Excelsior Pass. There's a list on their website of acceptable forms of proof of vaccination. And number three, you have to make a reservation online before coming to the museum. Once you do all those things, you're good to go. The other thing that's good to know is that if you're a resident of New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut, it's pay what you wish. So the suggested price is $23. That's what out-of-state visitors pay. But it is pay what you wish. So if that is above your price range, you can pay less or not at all. But donations to the museum are always welcome because they use that money to help maintain their collection. And future generations. So let's take a look. These elephants are amazing. It's so hard to picture how big an elephant actually is until you're standing right next to an actual life-sized elephant. It's pretty amazing. And just think, like little Dumbo would grow up to be this. So when you first enter the museum, you're facing the Hall of African Mammals. And because that's the first thing, everyone went there first. And I was like, well, very crowded, very loud. I'm gonna go left. So I went left, and the first area I'm in, this is the Hall of Asian Mammals. And you could see much less crowded, and some really great exhibits of larger than life, well, not larger than life, life-size mammals. The American Museum of Natural History features various dioramas. They have both African and Asian mammals, which are large-scale mammals for the most part. You'll see things here like rhinoceros, cheetah, elephants. There are also birds on display, as well as smaller primates. In addition to that, there's, of course, the sea life. This display is just visually stunning. This is in the area that is talking about biodiversity. Okay, I guess it's story time, because around this corner lives my nemesis, the whale. I have since gotten over my fear of the whale, but as a child, me and this whale did not get along. My mom would have to scoot me past this doorway with her hand like this, and I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sure that wasn't pleasant for you. I was just really afraid that this whale was gonna fall on my head. I really did. And then you combine that with the experience I had at Disneyland when Monstro, if you're familiar with this, Monstro is the whale from Pinocchio. And on the ride, the storybook boat ride, you start that ride by going through Monstro's mouth. And Monstro's got teeth. So going through a toothy whale mouth, when you're like 3 years old, it kind of messed with me a bit. So I was already afraid of Monstro. And then, well, let's go see this whale. Let's go do this. You see him? He's hard to miss. You ready? Can you see him back there? There he is. The giant blue whale. Far less scary than Monstro. No teeth. Blue whales, they just filter the krill. no teeth, safe whale. Just huge. And I really, really thought he was gonna fall on me because he's like just anchored by his tail. It blows my mind, but it's been several decades and this whale has never fallen, so I've come to the conclusion that it's safe. So let's go check out the whale. Should I like walk under the whale and like just seal the deal and get over this absurd fear that the whale is gonna fall? I don't know if I could do it. Okay. There's walruses directly across from me. I'm gonna walk straight to the walruses, under the whale, but if anything happens, I'm telling you. But this is me facing my fears. You ready? Okay. Wait, we're going, oh God. Oh my gosh. Guys, I did it. I'm under the whale. Did it. And I made it. And I'm at the walruses, and the whale is still on the ceiling, and I did it. Hey walrus, how'd I do? Oh, he's too tired to answer me. That one's not looking at me. He didn't see. Oh man. Conquering fears, one whale at a time. In addition to the blue whale, in this area, there's also, again, dioramas that represent different aspects of aquatic life, including these cool ones on bioluminescence. I was on my way to the Hall of Gemstones, and I walked through the hall where all the meteorites are. This was in space, and now it's here. And this diorama shows what happens when a meteorite impacts on Earth, and it shows the impact, but also what it does. So it deposits sediment, there's mixed debris, and there's breccia. As soon as you walk into the Hall of Minerals and Gemstones, you're greeted by this gigantic geode. This is one of the largest geodes I've ever come across. It is amazingly shiny, and it's got to be like at least 4 feet tall. This is amazing. This is actually the back side of that geode, and you would never know it's something so spectacular just by looking at the outside. And this amethyst, 13 feet tall. 13 feet tall. Oh my goodness. Look at how it glitters. This is called labradorite, and look at this. It shimmers like it has color changing qualities to it. Do you see, like right there, that spot? Throughout this exhibit, there are many different gemstones and minerals on display in all different shapes and sizes. There are both large and small scale. Some of the smaller mineral and gemstone exhibits look like these, where they show chunks of the raw rock or raw mineral. And the variety is immense. There are some that are totally smooth, there are others that are solid in color, while others are vibrant and mixed color or marbleized. Some have different textures, some have crystals growing from them in all sorts of directions, while some are more uniform. There's such a variety here, and it teaches you not only where these minerals are coming from, but also what causes them to grow and develop in the ways that they do. These crystals are really big. These crystals are probably like the size of my head. They're big.
They also have this great display set up where they're demonstrating fluorescent minerals, meaning minerals that glow either in the dark or under UV light. So here we have birthstones, both by month and by zodiac. What's interesting is the one for me is very similar for both. So, my zodiac, January, and my birth month. Pretty similar. They also have a display set up of polished, cut, and finished gemstones, and also provide education about the ways that gemstones are cut and how if they're cut too deeply or too shallow, it impacts the way that they reflect light and directly impacts their sparkle. This display is about zinc found in New Jersey. So it's amazing that so many different varieties are all variations of zinc. They're obviously combined with other minerals, but these are all examples of zinc. When magma meets carbonates, you get skarns. This is beautiful. This is what's called fluorite, and you can see the edges almost look like they were dipped in glitter, and then below that is smooth. So these are minerals and crystals that developed in hydrothermal environments, which basically means they needed the presence of hot water to become what they are. I see a familiar someone or something. This is a piece of pyrite. You could see why it's called fool's gold. This malachite almost looks like it's covered in moss. It looks like it should be soft and fuzzy. I'm sure it's not, but it has that fuzzy look. I'm coming up the stairs, and this dinosaur is too big to fit in the dinosaur hall. He's sticking out. Let's go find the rest of them. Oh, he is huge. I feel so small next to this dinosaur. I feel like an ant. It's so itty bitty. This guy is insanely big. Like imagine walking around in prehistoric times, you're not paying attention, and you look up, and there's not even a head because the head is way over there. Can you imagine that? This is the Allosaurus. He's a large carnosaur. It's a large carnosaur. Looks like he was found consuming his dinner. Even though I know how big dinosaurs were, it's still so humbling to be able to stand next to a dinosaur and have that perspective and have it in scale. I mean, standing next to a T-Rex, you're like, I wouldn't want to come across that walking down the street. I can tell you right now, like Jurassic Park 3, you know, when you're standing next to the T-Rex, it's a lot more scary to think about if that T-Rex was walking down the street than just watching the movie. I think I'm coming up with a great idea. I think we should be projecting the Jurassic Park movies on the blank walls in here and having movie night. I think I have something here. I think I'm onto something. Museum of Natural History, if you see this, consider. I would come. That was my visit to the American Museum of Natural History.
We got to see a lot of dioramas, so a lot of wildlife that you wouldn't really get to see up close if it weren't for it being in a diorama in a taxidermied state. So we got to see a lot of different types of animals. We got to see my nemesis, the blue whale. That blue whale, but we've made up. I've conquered my fear and I walked underneath the whale. So we're all good there. And we saw dinosaurs. We saw dinosaurs. How cool is that? So much great stuff here at the American Museum of Natural History. It's right next to Central Park. Wonderful place to come to if you're in New York City. So with that, I am done for the day, and I will see everyone tomorrow. And until then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.